Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Chats with Children and Happy New Year if I haven't seen you since the start of the year. And today I'm delighted to join by Miles Rackliff from World Organoids, if I get my teeth in right, Research Day Plus, which is an event which is running in Cambridge on February the 27th and 28th. So Miles is going to give us a quick overview of the event and preview what you can expect if you're attending. So Miles, first of all, Happy New Year. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, really well, thank you. Thank you for inviting me, and Happy New Year to you too.
Well, it's great to see you, Miles. Now, the first question I'm going to ask you is for people not familiar with what organoids actually are, why organoids and why should people in pharma be interested to learn more about them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the world of organoids and organ on a chip research. I mean, the world is seeing a real shift in drug discovery, screening, and things to look at in vitro alternatives, so alternatives to animal models, basically.
Right.
And this has been in part driven by advancements in research. So the guys in the laboratory doing there, the new techniques, and also the new technologies they employ as well. Um, and the FDA and other bodies as well have given regulatory approval to use them as an alternative to in vivo methods, as long as they're comparable. So open access to information around this science, organoids and organoid chips, is really important. We'll talk a bit later, I imagine, but the part of that is the regulations around it as well, reproducibility. But the applications from drug discovery, large scale screening, precision medicine, disease modeling is where organoids and organoid chips can really fit in and really help advance research.
Fantastic. So let's talk about the event then. So we were talking off camera, and you mentioned to me that you did this last year, but it was more of a virtual event, and this year
Yep,
is actually in person. So let's talk about the event itself. So what's the format, um, and what is the content that people can expect to see at the event?
great. Yes, so as you mentioned, so last year we had an online event. So this one is in person for 2 days. Last year we had over 3,000 attendees join us from all around the world. It's such a success that we decided to do it in person in Cambridge in the UK this year, at the end of February. So on the 27th, 28th, we've got 2 days of talks, over 40 talks from different researchers around the globe and technology providers as well, all talking about their different applications, different focus, different disease states, therapeutic areas, and how they're applying organoid and organ on a chip technology. So there's also an additional day as well dedicated for training for those people who are new to the organ on a chip world, and they can join us for that day as well. But really excited by it. We've had great feedback, and one of the main principles of the event itself, because our company just focuses on organoid and organoid chip technologies and making that research accessible, is we're actually giving back into that community. Profits from our ticket sales go right back into research, which is very important for us, and it helps feed future advancements and developments as well. And I'm pleased to say we're supported by LRIG in the UK, who are renowned for their scientific events as well, who helped to partner with us with this and by supporting us to be able to make this event happen. So we're very
Fantastic.
excited.
Brilliant. Now, you mentioned you had 3,000 attendees last year virtually.
Yeah,
So who are the people who should really be attending this sort of event? So who are the
yeah.
sort of people you're attracting the content to?
So really, it's any researcher which is involved with or thinking about becoming involved in organoid chip research. So these could be people that are scientists which are already maybe obviously doing some cellular research. It's likely to be with stem cells. They're looking at 2D, going to 3D, where the an organoid chip comes in cell culture. So anybody has that interest, and it's at different levels. As yes, we've got such experience in the room, and there's going to be some great conversations to be had with our panel discussions about the advancements and things that people are making at the moment, but also for earlier stage researchers as well. So got a variety of different talks. So Dr. Diana Papp from Imperial in the UK, she's been talking about the setup there for an organoid research facility and how that fits in with academia, but right the way through to pharma companies as well. So you've got speakers from GSK, AstraZeneca, and others giving insights into how they use these techniques in their drug discovery and translational medicine within their pipeline.
Great. Now, you mentioned some of the speakers, and obviously you've got a lot of great content there.
Yep.
But apart from the talks themselves, what else is going on over the 2 days, and how else can visitors engage?
Yeah, but it's all about networking really, and getting the most out of the information that you're receiving with people and discovery. So, for example, the first day we have our evening event, and some of our researchers are part of a band, so we will be entertained by some professors in organoid chip and organoid research in the evening, which should be quite a lot of fun. And it's really about engaging, and that's held at the venue as well, with the different technologies people can go and look at and talk about the day's talks, and have let off a bit of steam, ready for next day, for another series of talks and lectures the following day.
Fantastic. And you've also got an exhibition, I understand, running alongside the event.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some amazing technologies coming through, and some pretty fantastic established ones. We've got just over 30 different exhibitors at the event now, some of which are doing some application talks as well. So that's we're really looking forward to that. Such an important part of the meeting, because they're helping to support ticket prices for people to attend in the first place. It works out, if you want to think about the money, it's around about £50 a day to access over 40 talks in total. So they're really helping people actually get to the event as well, which is so important.
Brilliant. Now, my final question to you in terms of the event itself is, obviously last year's event was virtual, this year is in person. So talking about digital content, will people be able to access content digitally either during the event or after the event?
Yeah, good question. So all attendees which join us for the event in person will be able to have access to some digital content afterwards. So it has been recorded for them. So yes.
Brilliant. Now, final question is, some people are watching this saying, oh, that's quite interesting, but they're still not convinced. Why should people sign up for World Organoid Research Day Plus in February?
Absolutely. If you just have an interest, then come along. I think one of the most defining things, as well as the money going back into research, it's also the lineup and quality of speakers we have. We have Professor Thomas Hartung, who's published a lot on organoid intelligence. So if you've heard of AI, this is the biological form of artificial intelligence. And Thomas is coming over from Johns Hopkins in the USA, talking more about that, the different applications of organoid intelligence, around the whole ethics as well, of brain organoids ultimately with intelligence there, how they can be applied, how you can harness this information. Other quality talks, our other keynote speaker, Thomas is a keynote speaker, is Dr. Valentina Fossati, who's talking about organoids in space and the effects of microgravity on them. So these different missions going up there, taking the organoids in a lab, actually orbiting the Earth, and part of her research is involved in that. I can't wait for that talk as well. Close home back into Europe, we've got Professor Luc van der Laan, and he's really leading the way in translational research, using a liver transplantation rather, and using organoids and organoid chip advances in there to help him with their research. There's some great applications. It's kidneys, bladders, heart, brain, neural, liver, bones, skin, across different areas from cancer, multiple sclerosis. It's a variety of topics for somebody, and it's going to be really interesting to see these coming together and what people can take away from the meeting.
Brilliant, Miles. Well, look, thank you for sharing the information. So there you go, viewers. If you're interested in organoids or want to learn more about organoids, then check out the link above the video where you can learn more about World Organoid Research Day. And if you've got any questions for Miles, then feel free to put them in the comments below the video, or message Miles directly. His link, you can contact him through LinkedIn, or you can go to the website. There'll be information there as well on how to get hold of him. Miles, good luck with the rest of the event and the planning of it. I look forward to seeing you in person on day one of the event as well. And have a fantastic 2024.
Andrew, thanks so much for taking the time. Take care. Bye.
Brilliant, Miles. And thank you, viewers, for watching. Hope you found that interesting. As I say, if you want to learn more about Word Plus Day, then check out the link above the video. And I hopefully see you in person sometime in the near future. And until then, have a wonderful 2024 and stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.